Evie promised to make a dress for Snow White, her stepsister. Of course, the last gift that Snow White received would have been the poisoned apple from the evil queen. This gift is coming from the evil queen's daughter, Evie, so we have to keep with the same theme, an apple. But instead of giving her a poisoned apple, let's give Snow White a dress with an apple theme. So I thought about making her dress quite literally a big apple, but I thought maybe that is a bit ridiculous, although maybe I might actually do it later. But Snow White's colors are yellow, blue, and red, and her skirt is always yellow, it seems. So unless we were going to make a yellow apple, we had to throw out that idea. So next, I thought about apple blossoms. They're really beautiful. Those little flowers cover up the entire tree when they bloom. I wonder why people don't do more of these apple blossom festivals like other flowers. So I thought I could wrap around the dress with lots and lots of tiny apple blossoms. Snow White wearing apple blossom dress feels symbolic. She's literally wearing the thing that almost killed her. Not to mention this dress is designed by Evie, an estranged sister who still have bad feelings for her older sister. The sister who quite possibly know all about poisons just as much as her mother, Evil Queen. Obviously, Snow White is part of the Disney canon, and I doubt the Disney universe will ever give up Snow White as one of their princesses. Evie is the derivative princess, so there's no way in a million years will Evie ever take over Snow White's kingdom and rule and throw out Snow White. While I think that actually might be really fun, watching Evie rule, I can also see that storyline upsetting a lot of Snow White's fans who are probably much younger than Evie fans. So I think the best option is that Snow White and Evie make up and find a way for them to live together as good sisters. But I still want Evie to rule someday. That is still back of my mind. So as part of the good gesture of will, Evie will make a dress for Snow White. If Snow White wakes up after wearing this dress, it might make people think that maybe Evie's good, that Evie's capable of using her magic for doing good things, and that she's different from her mother, Evil Queen. Even though Evie's very firm on her belief that Oradon is her home, maybe she might find that her mother's homeland is not such a bad place after all. So I made a dress using Snow White's 3 colors: yellow skirt, a sleeveless blue top, and a strip of red lace along the neckline. I used Snow White's original dress to make the dress pattern. I cut out the front and back panels for the top, sew them together, then cut open the back so Snow White can get in and out. I also cut out the right side of the shoulder out. Later, I replaced the missing shoulder strap with a piece of sheer golden fabric, so the dress does have straps on both shoulders, but it looks like it is shoulderless on one side. I cut out 2 skirt panels, sewed them together. The fabric looked a little too dull, so I covered the skirt with a panel of golden sheer fabric. The sheer fabric provided a little more shine and glitter to the skirt. Then I sew the top and the skirt together to form a dress. And then I sew a strip of red fabric along the neckline to add some red on her dress. The next part was the most time-consuming part. I cut out about 24 little apple blossoms on a piece of white fabric, and then I painted the edges of the petals pink. The flower is white in the middle and then gradually goes more pink on the edges. Then I sew the center of the flower red with metallic red thread. It should make the flowers look a little more three-dimensional. And then I cut out leaves from a strip of green ribbon, and then I sew the flowers and leaves onto the dress. I clustered some flowers along the neckline, and then I also sew some flowers on the skirt in a diagonal line. It felt like I made a lot more flowers, but they were only able to cover very small areas of the dress. But it still feels like I got the concept across. The apple blossoms are very obvious on the dress, so here it is, Snow White's new dress, a gift from Evie.